Hello, hello, and welcome to episode 222 of the Compassion and Cucumbers podcast. I'm Christine.
And I'm Sam.
Here's what's happening on today's show. First of all, I'm sorry we're a little late by a day.
Yeah.
Because I'm feeling a little under the weather.
Yeah. Christine wasn't feeling so great yesterday.
I think I'm catching a cold or something. Yeah. So I wanted to rest yesterday.
And that makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So sorry about that. Sorry about that. But here's what's coming up in today's show. In this week's Y Files, we're diving back into the deep ocean to tell you about a sea animal that is essentially immortal. Will the wonders ever cease?
I don't know. Will they?
No, they will not.
You are entirely fascinated by the ocean these days.
I am.
Yeah, it's really very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. In our Noteworthy segment, we'll tell you how eating vegan can help you to feel hopeful for the future.
Yeah. And in our main topic, the dentist that promotes being full carnivore. What? What?
What?
What? We'll tell you all about him.
Yeah.
He's a piece of work.
Okay.
But before we get into all that, and before we get into what we've been up to, I wanted to a big shout out and a big thank you to all of the advocates that were involved in the most recent open rescue attempt at Ridgeland Farms Beagle facility. They were met with tons of police force from all of the surrounding areas. Now, one thing about open rescue is that's what open rescue does. They tell the authorities, they tell the people at the facility when they plan on being there, when they plan on protesting, and when they plan on trying to breach the entrances of the facility. Yeah. The point of that is to alert everyone.
Sure.
So that the word gets out. Because part of the point of this type of activism is getting the word out. Well, they sure did.
Yeah.
The police acted with much more force than was required. They were peacefully protesting. The people that were standing outside of the facility were peacefully protesting. The owners of Ridgeland had dug a trench around the facility and filled the trench with manure.
Nice.
Yeah, really nice.
Yeah,
really nice.
That's great.
So we just want to thank them for all their efforts, and it looks like it wasn't in vain. They're getting plenty of media attention, which is what this was all about.
Right.
Wayne Sung is, I think, once again in jail.
Hey.
But that's part of it.
Yeah.
And then what happens is then they go to court and hopefully can shed light on what is happening on the inside of this facility. That's the point of all of this. So, good luck to them.
Indeed.
Yeah. So now, what have we been up to?
Well, we actually had a slightly more exciting few days than we usually do.
We have some things to tell you.
We actually have some things to tell you.
Yeah.
So on Thursday, Christine and I went up to Toronto, one of our favorite, nearby cities, and actually one of our favorite cities in general.
It is, really.
It really is. I do love Toronto. And we went to make good on her Christmas gift.
Oh, yes.
Which was seeing Florence and the Machine.
Yeah,
concert.
I don't know if you're familiar with Florence and the Machine, but if you get an opportunity to see Florence Welch and her band, The Machine, don't miss it.
Really don't. This was such a phenomenal, cathartic experience.
Yeah, it was a great show.
It was just amazing. And I think it's the first time I've been in a stadium with 19,000 people. All up and dancing and singing and screaming, and it was just unreal. Like there were moments of it that felt almost like otherworldly.
It's just surreal.
Just surreal. Yeah, it was unbelievable and easily one of the best concerts I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was a fantastic show.
Yeah, and Florence Welch is one of my favorite female vocalists of all time.
Yeah.
I have a top 5 and she's solidly in that top 5.
She's got some chops.
She absolutely amazing. And so to hear her live for the first time and know for absolute certain that unbelievable voice is real.
Yeah.
That it's not heightened or what's the word I'm looking for? Synthesized or anything in any way.
Yes,
it is actually her singing. Yeah. And it's just so ridiculously good. Oh my God.
She's amazing. Yeah, she's amazing. If you're not familiar with Florence and the Machine, highly recommend checking out their back catalog. They have a ton of really great music out there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. 6 albums plus any number of, singles and EPs and contributions to film scores and things like that. Yeah. Just phenomenal.
We got into Toronto. It was raining.
It was.
And the traffic was horrendous in Old Town Toronto where we were.
It was.
I said this to somebody else, that it seemed like everybody on the road didn't know where they were going. So every time you came up to an intersection, there were people in the left lane that seemed like they needed to get to the right lane, and vice versa.
Yes.
Including us. So,
well, no, we actually did pretty well lane-wise.
yeah, we kind of knew where we were going. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it seemed like everybody on the road just had no idea where they were going.
Right.
It was a little insane.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. To the point that, in several intersections and some of the busiest intersections, they not only have traffic lights, but they have traffic police.
Yeah, they have traffic cops.
Yeah.
I've never seen it that bad.
I've never seen that in Toronto before. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really interesting. 2 intersections in particular.
Yeah.
Had traffic police.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Kind of
It was
crazy.
nuts.
It was worse than like I've seen in New York City. The traffic.
Well, you have to remember that New York is a little more logical in terms of its setup because it's a grid.
It's a grid, and that part of Old Town Toronto is a little confusing.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Things are a little wonky,
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Yeah,
it
I
really
guess.
does make sense.
I guess.
Yeah. But we got into our hotel, which was really lovely. We stayed at the Union Hotel
Yeah.
and would highly recommend.
It's a really cute hotel.
It was so cute. Like a teeny tiny room, but really clean, really well appointed.
Yeah, everything
just
you needed.
Lovely. Yes.
Yeah, perfect for like a overnight stay.
Yeah, for a single night, it was absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Just loved it.
Yeah.
It was great. And because it was raining pretty hard and we were already soaked from just entering the hotel,
Yeah.
from parking and then entering
Maybe
the hotel.
that's why I got a cold.
It could be. You never know.
Yeah.
So we decided that we would DoorDash food to our hotel room.
Instead of battling the rain again.
And so we DoorDashed the first vegan restaurant we ever went to.
Yeah.
The first fully vegan place we ever went to, and still one of my favorites.
Mine too.
Yeah, and that is Planta Queen.
Yeah, we spent a good long time trying to find someplace we've never tried before.
We did.
And then we just kept coming back to Planta. So.
Well, and it was because a lot of the places that we hadn't tried before, they were quite a ways away.
Yeah.
And so the time that it would have taken for food to actually get to us was not within our time frame.
Yeah, and you have to remember that most of the dashers in a city like that are on bikes or motorcycles or, electric bikes or something like that. And it was raining.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel bad for,
Yeah.
I feel bad for the delivery drivers.
And we had been considering going to Planta Queen in person anyway, because it was a reasonable walk from the hotel. It was like our hotel was kind of equidistant between Planta Queen and the arena where the concert was happening. So we had kind of considered going to Planta Queen anyway, but we decided the DoorDash, and it was a very good decision.
It was. What did we get? I know we got Dragon Roll, which is one of my favorites.
Their Dragon Roll is absolutely incredible. It's tempura broccoli inside rice and seaweed with avocado. It's perfect.
It's really good. It's really well done. And then we got a
firecracker roll.
Firecracker roll, which is a roll we haven't gotten before, and it was really good.
Yes, and it was sweet potato and avocado and some crunchy onion on the top, and it was really, really
texturally
tasty.
It was fabulous, and I think that it had a little bit of kick too, had a little bit of heat, which was nice. I got something that I've never gotten at Planta Queen before, which is a sandwich. I've never gotten a sandwich there. And I got their Japanese style chicken sandwich, which was their chicken, like breaded chicken, which I think it's a tofu.
I think it's a tofu base,
patty, and then like spicy kimchi. It was really good on this really great bun. Super enjoyed it, and it came with tater tots.
I mean, how can you go wrong with tater tots?
And they were some of the best tater tots I've ever had.
Really?
So, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing. I got a new dish for me as well. They had a ramen with their chicken patty as well.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And so I tried that and it was really, really fantastic. The only downside to this dish for me was not enough veg.
Oh, yeah. It could have had more veg for sure.
Yes. But fortunately, we had ordered sides.
Yeah.
We got some of the bang bang broccoli.
Which is so good.
Yeah. And we got some cauliflower on the side as well. So
Yeah.
I was able to, get my vegetables that way.
Yeah.
Because the dish itself, although it was absolutely fantastic, the noodles were beautiful, the soup was excellent, the chicken patty was fantastic.
Yeah.
It needed some veg
Yeah.
for me.
Needed more veg.
Needed more veg.
I agree.
But flavor profile was awesome.
Oh, and we were starving.
We were.
Too, so
We were, yes, we were.
Everything
very hungry.
tasted so good because we hadn't eaten anything since like 9:00 breakfast.
Something like that,
And
yeah.
here it was like 5.
5, yeah.
So, yeah, we were hungry and it was delish.
It was delish.
Yeah.
We got so much food that we weren't able to finish all of it in
It's
a
true.
sitting. So we saved some of the sushi and some of the broccoli and the cauliflower, which we then had when we got back after the concert.
Yeah.
So that was actually really nice.
It was a nice little late night snack.
nice late night snack. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just fantastic.
Because we worked up an appetite dancing around at the concert.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was so great.
It was a really good time.
Like,
And thank you for that Christmas gift.
my pleasure.
Yeah, because Florence and the Machine's kind of on my bucket list.
Yeah.
Now.
And that
Cross
is
that off.
and that is a bucket list worthy concert.
Yeah.
Without question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on our way back, we stopped in Hamilton, Ontario at a place that we love that has recently sold, but the new owners kept everything the same. They kept the employees, they kept the menu, they haven't redecorated,
Right.
which is brilliant.
Yes.
And that is the Hardy Hooligan.
I love the Hooligan.
Yeah.
Just absolutely love the Hooligan.
Yeah.
And if you're wondering what the Hooligan does, the way I've been describing it to people is that it's essentially vegan stoner food.
It is. I mean, their motto is they're keeping vegan trashy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're talking, burritos that have mac and cheese in them, and this is not health food. This is
Oh no, it is. Yeah, it's stoner food. There's no other way to say it.
It's decadent.
Stoner food or hangover food.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of feel.
Yeah.
And so we each got it was called the Wake and Bake breakfast burrito.
Wake and bake breakfast burrito, which was not junky at all.
No, it was
No.
so good. So
Yeah.
they do a tofu scrambled egg, which was really, really wonderful with cheese and bacon. I think we got the seitan bacon
Yep.
inside. And I can't remember what else was in the burrito.
I think there was a vegan cheese.
Hash browns.
hash browns.
Hash browns in the burrito.
And sauteed peppers and
Peppers
onions.
and onions. Right. And we
Yeah.
added avocado.
Oh, I didn't add avocado on that.
Oh, no, it was the peppers and onions we added.
Yeah, the peppers and onions were an add-on.
Right.
Yeah.
It was the peppers and onions we added. You're right.
It
There
was really
no
good.
avocado.
It was atomically hot, so I had to kind of wait. I'm like trying to eat little tiny bites because I'm hungry and it's breakfast. But it was atomically hot, but it was so good.
Yep.
So good. And I got a really good mocha latte.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I got an absolutely fantastic berry iced tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just amazing.
Yeah. So if you're ever in Hamilton, be sure to stop at the Hardy Hooligan because they have an extensive menu of some really great food.
Really unique, unexpected comfort food.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
And the Hooligan has a really cool aesthetic. It's,
do.
It's kind of punky. And
It's kind of punky, and the walls are like painted with Simpsons cartoons.
Yeah.
And one wall is just all vinyl albums.
Yeah.
And it's really great. We love it there.
yeah, it's a cool place.
Yeah. If we lived in Hamilton, we would probably be at the Hooligan all the time.
Oh my God. It's probably a good thing we don't live in Hamilton. Yeah, Hamilton, Ontario has some really great options for,
They do.
for vegans.
So not only the Hooligan, but we've got to give a shout out to Coven Bakery
Yep.
and Market.
Yep.
We've got to give a shout out to Nono's
Oh, Nono's. Yeah.
in Hamilton Market.
Yeah, which is like a vegan deli.
Yep. And the vegan.
They make all of their own proteins.
Yep. And is it the Apothecary Kitchen?
Apothecary Kitchen.
Who makes the best soup in
They
the
make
world.
Soup and sandwiches and
Just
wraps.
absolutely
Yeah.
incredible. Their orange carrot ginger turmeric soup is not to be missed.
Yeah, they're all good. We've never had
Yeah.
a miss.
Yeah. So like next time we go up to Toronto for a concert, which is in June, we're going to see Mumford and Sons.
Yeah.
Which I'm super excited for.
Yeah, that should be good.
Yes, we are going to have to stop at the market on the way back
Yeah.
and get some soups.
We'll grab some soups.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's all that we've been up to.
Well, no, there's one more note on your agenda here.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to skip over. We also went to, on Friday, the senior dance recital for Sam's kids. So good.
Yeah, they did a great job.
I cried.
Yes, you did.
They made me cry. Several of the pieces made me cry.
Yeah.
I want to shout out all of the choreographers and the dancers and all the kids running tech. And it was a fantastic show. I think it's one of the best senior shows I've ever seen.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
It was a very strong concert.
Yep.
And they all did a great job.
Yes. And I have in my notes, stop making Christine cry.
She does. It's right there. Stop making Christine cry. So, seniors, that is now your mission. Stop making Christine cry.
No. Keep doing it. Keep doing what you do. Now I think it's okay for us to move on.
Let's do it.
Let's jump into this week's Why Files. That's right. I'm talking about ocean life again.
You're on a roll.
Let me know if you're
this.
sick of my ocean life talks, because I could go on. There's a lot of really interesting non-human animals that live in the sea.
You know what? You do you.
Okay. This week we're talking about the immortal jellyfish.
I love that.
Yeah. This comes to us from the Natural History Museum website. What most of us would recognize as a jellyfish, the otherworldly, gelatinous aquatic animals renowned for their sting-filled tentacles, is actually just the final stage of this animal's life cycle. At least it usually is. Not all jellyfish play by the same rules. In fact, one species may have discovered the secret to immortality.
Nice.
The life cycle of most jellyfish species is similar. Our curator, Miranda Lowe, explains. They have eggs and sperm, and these get released to be fertilized, and then from that, you get a free-swimming larval form. The larva will move around in the current until it finds a hard surface to establish itself. It'll then start to mature and grow. Larvae mature into polyps, which will then bud off and mature into young jellyfish. An adult jellyfish is known as a medusa. Jellyfish belong to a group called
Cnidaria,
which also includes the sea anemones and corals. As animals, they're subject to the cycle of life and death, though one tiny species is known to bend the rules. The hydrozoan, an animal about 4.5 millimeters wide and tall, likely making it smaller than the nail on your little finger, can actually reverse its life cycle. It's been dubbed the immortal jellyfish. Crazy, right?
That is.
Okay. So they're like Benjamin Buttons. When the medusa of this species is physically damaged or experiences stresses such as starvation, instead of dying, it shrinks in on itself, reabsorbing its tentacles and losing the ability to swim. It then settles onto the seafloor as a blob-like cyst. Over the next 24 to 36 hours, this blob develops into a new polyp, the jellyfish's previous life stage, and after maturing, medusa bud off. This phenomenon has been likened to that of a butterfly, which instead of dying, would be able to transform back into a caterpillar and then metamorphose into an adult butterfly once again.
That's really cool.
Right?
Yeah, that's kind of awesome.
So the process behind this small jellyfish's remarkable transformation is called transdifferentiation, and it is extremely rare. Medusa cells and polyp cells are different. Some cells and organs only occur in the polyp, others only in the adult jellyfish. Transdifferentiation reprograms the medusa's specialized cells to become specialized polyp cells, allowing the jellyfish to regrow themselves in an entirely different body plan to the free-swimming jellyfish they'd recently been. They can then mature again from there as normal, producing new, genetically identical medusa. This life cycle reversal can be repeated. In perfect conditions, it may be that these jellyfish would never die of old age. We might be distracted watching much larger jellyfish, but the tiny things such as this can inform so much of our science about these animals, says Miranda. So yes, this jellyfish...
That is really, really amazing.
If it gets hurt or is feeling stressed because it can't find food, it just reimagines itself.
That's so great.
Right?
That we all could have this power.
Right?
Yeah. That's
It's
amazing.
It's cheating death. And if you found one of these in the wild, you wouldn't know how many times this tiny little jellyfish has reinvented itself.
Yeah.
Because it contains the same exact genome.
Right.
It's amazing. So what do you think about this jellyfish? Come on.
I think it's amazing. Like I said, if only all species had this ability.
It'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
It would be crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's really kind of awesome. But just the idea that when stress or misfortune comes your way, like, you know, the idea of just turning inward, you know, I mean, for this jellyfish, obviously it's physically regenerative, but kind of that metaphor of turning inward being therapeutic.
Yeah.
In a way.
Okay.
You know,
that's deep.
Thank you. It's like turtle time.
Right. Sam has, like, when she needs like alone time to go read or whatever, we call it her turtle time.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so we actually have two kinds of time.
Yeah.
So one we've recently discovered, but turtle time is when I need time to myself, and that usually involves quiet and, you know, something just really just simple activities. I might knit, I might color, I might read, whatever, but it generally tends to be both solitary and silent. Christine has now, though, created what we are calling otter time.
That is when I invade her turtle time.
Which is like at the end of the day when I decide I'm going to go into the bedroom for some turtle time, she asks if she can join me. And it's interesting because she understands that I still need this time alone, but that I don't mind her presence in the room. So she can be there with me.
As long as I shut up.
As long as, right, exactly. And as long as she doesn't try to show me too many videos of cats or rabbits or
the other
dogs.
night, I went on this rabbit roll.
It was really amazing.
This domestic rabbit roll of just like reel after reel of the most amazing rabbits.
Yeah. And
I'm just like,
rabbits-
oh, look at this one.
Yeah,
Look at this one.
And rabbits eating.
So yeah, I really messed up your
amazing.
turtle time that night.
You did, but you know, that was okay. Bunnies are worth it. Bunnies are worth it. But yeah, so now otter time is that we can be in the same shared space, but there still needs to be a degree of silence. We can float along together. Yes, we can float along together, but I still need
Silently.
some chill time.
Yes. And you know, you deal with a lot of people throughout your day, so I completely understand why you need that time.
And it's interesting because I also understand that you don't see a lot of people during your day, that you are most of the time here by yourself.
Yeah.
And so that, you know, I am like your only socialization. And so, you know, that I need to be to some degree social when I'm home.
Yeah.
And it can be a slightly challenging needle to thread sometimes.
Yeah. I hear you.
But it's all good. We make it work.
Yeah. Should we move on to our noteworthy segment?
Let's do that. So this is coming to us from the Journal Gazette, and they ask the question, news making you nervous? Vegan food helps.
Fancy that.
I love that. Earth Day, April 22nd, arrives this year in the shadow of endless doom scrolling. Record-shattering heat, cities swallowed by rising waters, devastating wildfires, and conflicts around the globe seize the headlines, each catastrophe sliding into the next with the flick of a thumb. It's no surprise that we're anxious. And yet, when we do something to help, it can become a source of hope. For me, hope begins at the table. Eating vegan is the most immediate climate action I can take, one that cuts pollution, reduces pressure on ecosystems, and spares fellow animals who also call this planet home. Research from the University of Oxford shows that ditching meat, eggs, and dairy delivers the largest reduction in environmental impact from food. Other analyses show that meals centered on grains, beans, fruits, and vegetables use far less land and water and generate dramatically fewer emissions than animal-derived foods. Climate warming emissions act like an extra blanket around the planet, trapping heat and loading the atmosphere with energy. That added heat intensifies storms, supercharges wildfires, worsens flooding, and pushes temperatures to new extremes. And as Mother Nature rages, so does human conflict. New research shows that just 2 weeks of the U.S. and Israel-led war on Iran released more than 5 million metric tons of carbon pollution, matching the annual emissions of 84 countries combined. The largest sources came from destroyed homes, schools, and medical centers, along with burning oil facilities and nonstop military fuel use. And as humans suffer greatly, companion animals are often lost, harmed, or left behind, while animals in nature are killed or left homeless. This is why food choices matter. When the world feels out of control, we can turn to what's within reach, choosing each day to make an impact where we can. According to the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, raising animals for food accounts for roughly 14.5% of global greenhouse gas emissions. Forests are cleared to grow feed crops or create grazing land, forcing animals in nature out of their homes. And waste from today's farms pollutes waterways. Choosing vegan meals directly reduces demand for items made from animals. Vegan foods also support mental well-being. Studies link diets rich in fruits, vegetables, legumes, and whole grains with improved mood and lower stress. One widely cited paper published in the American Journal of Public Health found that folks who ate the most fruits and vegetables reported higher life satisfaction than those who ate the least.
That makes sense.
Global surveys show that many young people are anxious about the future of the planet. What helps is showing them that compassion can be practiced daily. In my home, that looks like simple swaps, such as oat milk in cereal and vegan nuggets instead of chicken ones. In other words, familiar meals made kinder. Chickens, pigs, cows, fish, and other animals raised for food are living, feeling beings who experience fear and joy. But animal agriculture treats them as commodities rather than as individuals. Choosing vegan meals brings a sense of relief because no one has to suffer for what's on our plates. So when headlines feel overwhelming, it helps to remember this. One meal can make a difference. So this Earth Day and every day, let's go vegan.
Great article.
Really great article.
Yeah, really great article.
Yeah.
And
props to Rebecca Lebowski, who wrote this article, and she is a climate research specialist for the PETA Foundation.
Yeah, and published in this is a straight up news site.
Yeah.
A newspaper's web version in Indiana. So kudos to them for publishing
it. That's great.
Publishing an article like this. And I think, this article does, it does highlight something that when we're in times of tumult, the way we are now.
Yeah, there's a bit of tumult. You're not wrong.
Yeah, a little bit. That taking action sometimes really does help alleviate the stress of the daily barrage of bad news.
It does.
Yeah,
when you feel like you can't do anything, do something.
Do something, right. You don't have to do everything.
No.
But you should do something.
Do something.
You will feel better.
Yes.
And, of course, eating vegan, you're going to feel better because you're taking action, but also you're going to feel better because you're eating food that will make you feel better.
Yes.
So it's like a win-win situation.
Indeed.
Yeah. So I do think that being vegan does help you to be a little bit more hopeful of the future.
I agree with that. I mean, a lot of places, use the motto, the future is vegan.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that proves to be true. I don't expect that I will see a fully vegan future in my lifetime.
Right.
But the idea that maybe we can get closer and closer and closer to that as time goes on may just be necessity that is the tipping point. And I think we're getting closer to that every year. Closer to that tipping point, I mean.
Yeah.
And so in the meantime, let's those of us who are already there take comfort in the fact that we are actively doing something.
Yeah.
Even though maybe sometimes it feels like we can't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with so many people of authority trying to limit the use of like lab grown meats and things that help sustain our planet, I think we will reach that tipping point sooner rather than later. And maybe they'll realize that if they want to continue to consume the flesh of animals, that is going to be their only recourse.
Yeah.
That we cannot continue housing and slaughtering millions of animals every year. It's not feasible.
Mm-hmm.
Our planet won't sustain it much longer.
This is true.
Yeah. So yes, something to help us be hopeful for the future. Anything to help us be hopeful for the future.
Well, this next subject does not make me particularly hopeful for the future.
Okay, but don't, no spoilers.
Did I spoil anything?
No. Let's move on to our main topic.
Okay, then.
I don't know if you're familiar with Dr. Kevin Stock, but he's a dentist. And I guess you could say he's a content creator also. But he says that we should not be eating fruits and vegetables, that we should be strictly carnivores.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has an organization that he calls Meat Health. Yeah. It teaches you how to eat meat-based diets to lose fat, build muscle, and discover lasting health.
See, now the thing is, like, in order to read a lot of this information, you have to download it. And I don't want to give this guy a download. Like, I really don't. I do not want to give this guy a download.
Right.
But he's got these free guides that say health dangers of a plant-based diet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really want to know what he's saying the dangers are. But again, I don't want to download it.
I know.
So should I click on download?
Let's click it.
Oh, dear God. Okay, here we go.
He's also hawking something called Snorebuds, which is a patented intranasal device that silences snoring. I'm going to give him my email address because I'm interested in what this guy has to say. So he'll be sending me emails now.
Delightful.
Which we can talk about when they come, which will be interesting. Okay, so download the ebook.
A few moments later.
His ebook is The Health Dangers of Plant-Based Diet.
Oh, good Lord.
In this paper, we are going to look at various parts of plants that humans eat. Everything from their seeds. Oh, is he going to be one of these seed oil people? To roots, to stems, to leaves, to their fruits. And with each plant part, I don't know why that's in parentheses, we're going to highlight a particular plant poison that the plant uses to deter predators.
Okay. See, as far as I'm concerned, we can stop right there.
I want people to know. It's because I don't want them to have to.
I'm getting off of this website because I cannot look at this guy's cheesy ass face anymore. Okay. Like, I'm sorry.
Okay.
He looks like, to me, he looks like a phony.
Well, yeah, he's a snake oil salesman.
Totally.
Yeah. So here's what he says are the plant parts and the plant poison attributed to said parts. So seeds have anti-nutrients, apparently. Grains have lectins and wheat leeks, whatever that is. Nuts have phytic acid. Walnuts fight back. That's PHYTE. Beans are enzyme inhibitors, endocrine disruptors, and saponins, and have tannins. Soybean sabotage is that part of this ebook.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Root vegetables have glycoalkaloids, giving you potato paralysis. The stems of plants, just stems of all plants apparently, have glucosinolates. We all know that pronouncing things not my strong point.
Probably glucosinolates.
Yes. And he calls them broccoli bombs. Leaves have oxalates, and we know that.
Yes, we do know that.
Spinach, if you are sensitive to oxalates, which can lead to kidney stones and other difficulties, spinach, among other dark green leafy vegetables, contain a lot of oxalates. They're not poisonous, but if you have a sensitivity to it, you have to limit the amount that you eat of those things. Fruits have phenolics, cyanogenic glycosides.
Oh my
and
golly.
Salicylates, peach pit poison. Well, you don't eat the pit.
No.
Okay. So that's just the introduction. Then it goes on the dangers of the plant-based diet, plant secrets. When we think of plants, we think of good guys. They're good for decoration, good for the environment, and good for our health. And then he goes on to have what looks like some anecdotal evidence that plants are bad.
Sure.
Plants are also good at disguise. They're so good at disguise, we don't even realize that they hide in most of our foods.
I have to say, I now have a bit of an objection to this segment because I don't want to give this guy any light.
No, I just want people to know that there's people like this out there.
Like, this is insane.
When you see like people touting the carnivore diet and those people like trolling on vegan groups and stuff, this is what they're being taught. You know, they're being taught
insane.
That eating plants is bad for you. And this guy is making money telling people that.
Yeah, that's terrifying to me.
He's a dentist, not a nutritionist.
Right.
He's not a medical doctor.
Right.
He's a dentist. Nothing against dentists. We need dentists.
We do.
And, you know, dentists go to dental school. They go to medical school. But they shouldn't be telling you what to eat beyond try not to eat so much sugar because it's bad for your teeth.
Right.
Yeah. So Kevin Stock and Meat Health, just kind of put them on your radar because you might see people from his organization sneaking into vegan groups and causing problems. Because that's how I found him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was wondering how you came across this guy because, like, really,
Yeah.
it's disturbing.
It is disturbing. And he does have kind of a smarmy looking face, doesn't he?
He does have a smarmy looking face.
Yeah. So he has a nutrition 90-day challenge. He has a keynote on nutrition on his website. The Saturday 7, start your weekend right after pouring their cup of coffee. Saturday 7 readers get a leg up on their weekend with 7 insights to optimizing their health, fitness, career, and creativity, wealth, and happiness, all in a 7-minute read. So that's probably something that you have to, join up to read. And then
He's a dentist.
He's a dentist.
How is he an expert in all of these things?
Yeah. And apparently he's also an expert in stop snoring stuff. For $129, you too can buy some snore buds, which are these things you shove up your nose. They look like earplugs for your nose, is what they look like. And you can buy those from the Good Doctor.
Okay. All I'm going to say is, have I delved deeply into anything this man does? No. Will I? No. But 0 out of 10, do not recommend.
Exactly.
Is my ranking.
Exactly.
0 out of 10, do not recommend.
Do not recommend. The fact that there's people out there that believe that a carnivore diet is a healthy way of eating, it blows my mind.
Yeah.
And that plants are bad for you, that blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like, I can understand people saying, oh, well, you should eat some meat. I can understand people still thinking that what the government has told them is a proper diet, that you should have some animal protein in your diet and blah, blah, blah. But for people to full on believe that all you should be eating is animals and nothing else, that's insane. And those people are going to die early.
Well, yes. I mean, because there are an incredible number of symptoms of malnutrition that they will probably experience at some point.
Yeah. Malnutrition, artery disease. Heart disease.
Hypercholesteremia,
diabetes.
All kinds of things.
Yeah. They're in for a rude awakening if they keep that diet up for any length of time.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I mean, and really what it is, it's once again, Atkins repackaged.
It totally is, yeah. Just eat your fats.
Yeah, I mean that's what essentially keto is. It's
right.
Atkins repackaged. Even paleo is kind of Atkins repackaged.
Yeah.
It's eat as much fat and protein as you want. Limit the carbs.
Yeah, but make sure you're not using seed oils of any kind.
Right.
Use beef tallow.
Right. Yes, exactly.
It's insane.
It is insane.
Insane. Have we said enough about Dr. Kevin Stock?
Yes, we definitely have.
Dr. Stock.
Let us please move on.
Okay. Well, with that, it is time for our favorite portion of the show.
It must be listener shout out time.
It's listener shout out.
Just want to give a shout out to all my fans watching. I love you guys. I love you.
This week's shout out goes out to sisters Sarah Secor, Jamie Secor, and their mom, Michelle.
It's a threefer.
It is a threefer. They are the owners of the vegan food truck Edgy Veggie, and their spring season should be starting soon. So look for them in and around the Buffalo area. You can follow their socials for updates.
Yeah, please do follow them, the Edgy Veggie, and they park that truck all over the Buffalo area from spring till late fall.
Mm-hmm.
And
make some amazing food.
Yeah, their food is fantastic, and I want to let the ladies know, yeah, we can't wait to see where they roll up next. Mm-hmm. And if they're hearing this, to please send us their t-shirt size and an address that we can send these swag bags to, because we would love to send them a swag bag.
We sure would.
They can text us using the link in our show notes, email us at compassionandcucumbers@gmail.com, or DM us on Instagram or Facebook. And don't forget that you can also leave us voicemails using that text link that's in our show notes.
And please take advantage of that. I know Christine is just dying to get her first voice message.
I am. I'm still waiting.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
She is so psyched to get a voice message.
Call me.
So, special shout out to the first person who sends Christine a voice message.
Call me.
And for the rest of you out there, if you would like a listener shout out, simply contact us using all of the methods that Christine just mentioned. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you think of the show. We'd love to shout you out and to send you some swag. You can also nominate someone else for a shout out.
I guess it's time to wrap this up. But before we go, make sure you're subscribed to the show and leave us a review on your favorite podcast app if you'd like, and subscribe to our YouTube. Also, be sure to like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for updates about the show and pictures of all the vegan food we find. And if you want to get news about upcoming episodes, you can do that by subscribing to our weekly newsletter at our website, which is compassionandcucumbers.com.
And with that, it's time to sign off. You have just listened to episode 222 of the Compassion and Cucumbers podcast, and there's nothing left to say but where cukes and compassion are always the fashion on the podcast.
Thanks, James.
Have a great week, everyone.
We'll talk to you next Tuesday or Wednesday. No, it'll probably be Tuesday.
We love you.
We do. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.
The end.
Dr. What's his ass? What's his name?
This was your choice.
I know.
Sorry.
Want to start that over?
I do.
Okay. If you'd like to support the Compassion and Cucumbers podcast, well, you can do that by hopping on over to our Patreon page and becoming a patron. We have all the recipes from our vegan kitchen series up there, and we'll be adding some patron-only episodes in the near future. So thank you for supporting us at whatever level that you choose, and thank you again for listening to Compassion and Cucumbers podcast.